We ready. Yes, I am ready. I am ready. This is November the 11th. November the 11th. November the 11th, 2025. November 11th, 2025. And this is the positive message for today. The positive message for today. The positive message for today. And the positive message for today will be your positive energy. Your positive energy. I'm gonna call it your positive energy. And what do I want to say about that? So, but before I begin, that's it. We gonna get it together. It's Monday morning. It's Monday morning, and I am live. Let me just do my verbal verification as to I am the one and only Atavia Goldstar. Now for my verbal copyright, everything that I am saying in this YouTube live stream, book me Atavia Goldstar YouTube channel, are all of my ideas and creations coming from my mind, my thoughts, my lived experiences, and my opinions. My mind, my thoughts, my lived experiences, and my opinions. Now, what do I want to say about your positive energy? Your positive energy. And so what I want to say about that is that, so how do we keep, I'm going to say we. How do we keep our positive energy leveled up to the highest? You know how it starts from here to here and it might drop back down to here because we're tired. And so how do we, basically say, develop our positive energy to where we can just move around and do the things that we have to do and that we're not tired. And so I'm going to say, to me, it matters a lot about how we're moving around during the day. Like, how are we moving around during the day? What are we spending our time doing? Like, if we have things that we want to do that are important and we know that we have something coming up, what are we doing right before that? Like, what are we doing to build our positive energy, to keep our positive energy, where we will say, no, I better not do that, because if I do that, I'm going to be tired. Or if I stay up late, I'm going to be tired and I won't, I maybe won't want to get up in the morning. So what can I do? What would I have to let go the night before? What maybe shouldn't I do? And why I'm speaking about the positive message for today, which is your positive energy, I'm going to turn on, my positive message over music. And as I was saying, that is like so weird to me. That's so weird to me because that's not my stuff. I'm really going to have to look into this and find out why is it that I'm playing my things and my stuff is not coming up. So I'm going to really have to look into that. But so as I was saying, your positive energy, right? You want to keep this positive energy. You want to be motivated. You want to be ready to do the things that you have to do, and you don't want to be sluggish and tired. So how are you going to keep this positive energy, right? It's almost like you're putting a battery into something, and you got the old battery in there, and the old battery is just not working. It's everything's just slow. It's not working right. And so you say, you know what? I need a battery, and I need a good battery. I need something that's going to be really strong and high in energy. So you're gonna go get you a good battery, right? So that is the same thing for yourself. You need to be strong and high energy. You got all this stuff you gotta do, and you're saying, you know what, I got so much stuff I gotta do. I'm tired. I'm running out. I'm running. I'm doing this. I'm doing that. Doing this. I got to get up so early in the morning. I got to make sure I'm on time for this, on time for that. And you're like, oh, wow. Now, how can I keep this positive energy going? What is it that I can do? Like, how can I make sure that I'm getting up, I'm getting ready, and I'm not sleeping so late? And, how can I keep myself energized, like physically keep myself energized? Well, the number one thing, first of all, is maybe and you notice that I am saying I'm not excluding myself because, I have those days too where I maybe feel like, oh my goodness, I'm just doing so much. Okay, but so one of the things I'm going to start with maybe we could develop a workout routine, because when we're working out, we're sending something here that's telling us, you know what, your body is ready. Your body is ready because you're working out. You're doing the things you have to do to keep your body, moving, so that maybe that your body is not so tired. And then maybe we can eat healthy. And for me, it's less sugar. I don't eat sugar like that because I know that sugar slows me down. I used to love those milkshakes. They were so comforting. I cannot find. Excuse me, hold on. I got you. Hold on. I just need to try to find. Because see, if I don't do this, I will look up, because I love motivating you all so much. I love it so much that I will look up and I'll say, oh my goodness, I didn't play my positive message. I didn't play my positive messages over music that I love so much, that I love sharing with my viewers when I come to my YouTube channel, and I didn't play anything. So, okay, here we go. This is going to do right here. Turn it down. So as I was saying, you want to keep your positive energy, right? It's your positive energy, and you're trying to figure out, and you're saying, man, you know what? Why am I so tired? I'm always so tired, but I got all this stuff that I gotta do, and so I'm gonna tell you a secret, and it's my secret. It's one of my favorite secrets. Give yourselves permission to have positive energy. And how are you going to do that? You're going to figure out, maybe write down some things. Organize stuff. Because see, I'm finding out that when sharing my lived experiences with you all, I'm finding out that when I don't have things scheduled out, and I'm just doing things like on an impulse, that it's tiring me out, because I'm like, I didn't even have that in my schedule to do that today. And now I'm tired, now I'm thrown back from this, now I have to rush and do this and rush and do that. Or maybe you might get a phone call and somebody might say, come over here, I need you to come over here and help me with this. Can you meet me over here? Can you meet me over there? And I'm like, oh my goodness, but it's important, please, I need you. So I'm figuring that out too, that when I know that I have things planned out, which I am saying to you as encouraging you, that when you have things planned out, and sometimes you might step outside of that plan, and then you're running to do other things that's not even part of your plan or your schedule. Maybe that could just be the one little thing right there that's tiring you out, because you already had a set time to do all of this other stuff, and now here it is, these other things that are draining your positive energy. And then I'm going to say, as you're planning your day, you know at the end of the day, how are you going to, I'm going to say close. I don't like that word end. I don't like that word end. I know it's such a word, but I'm going to say you're going to close out your day. How are you going to close out your day that when you wake up in the morning, You want to still wake up with your positive energy. So I'm going to say, I believe that when we close out our day, we should maybe be closing out our day with our positive energy still. And I know it probably doesn't make sense to you, but to me it does. I don't like to go to bed when I'm sleepy. I tell people that all the time. I said when I'm really, really, really sleepy, I don't like to go to bed sleepy because that means if I'm going to bed and I'm so sleepy and I'm so tired as I'm sharing my lived experience with you, I find it that I'm not going to bed preparing myself for going to bed. I like to it's things I like to do before I go to bed. And so I'm just going to encourage you. Maybe if you motivate yourself before you go to bed, you may be reading something motivational, you're looking at something motivational, you're doing some self-care, some self-love, you're wearing your beautiful pajamas before you go to bed, and you are loving on yourself before you go to bed, your positive energy, so that when you wake up in the morning, you already got that battery going inside of you. You're sleeping, and I'm going to say something else. Cut the TV off. Cut the TV off. Because having that television on can most definitely drain all the positive energy. And I'm not going to sit here and say, like, I don't do it. I sometimes do it too. I lay there and I could be just watching something motivational. I could be watching something motivational and I wake up and then I hear all of these sounds because when it goes from there, it may be popped to something else. And I'm like, oh, I wake up like, oh, I have to go to the powder room. I have to go to the bathroom. I'm like, oh my gosh, why am I feeling this way? I just feel so drained. And it's just something simple as to I should have made sure I cut off that television before I went to bed. And I maybe did all of my self-care and my self-love, but then I fell asleep with my television on. Because, sometimes, yes, television can be so comforting sometimes. And, especially when it's motivational, you want to hear these motivational words and these positive messages that you're hearing like right now, because this is your positive energy. So I'm encouraging you on your positive energy. And I want to say to you, yes, to me, my opinion, that it is mostly about what are you doing during the day, that you are keeping your positive energy going, you're keeping your positive energy moving, you're motivating your positive energy. And what I want to say is that give yourselves permission to do that, because sometimes I found that to be the most greatest secret to me. The moment I started giving myself permission to do the things that I wanted to do, I'm doing it. I give myself permission not to eat all of that junk food anymore. You don't have to eat that junk food anymore. It's okay. You can go through your day and you don't have to have, I'm going to say, what can I say? Something sweet. Even down to juice. I'd be like, you don't need to have that. Water is better for you. You don't just have to drink juice all day. Because sometimes I used to be like, okay, don't eat all of the junk, all the other junk, like a piece of cake or, something like a muffin. I used to love muffins too. Early in the morning, I'm like, oh, a donut. I'd be like, just drink a little juice, you'll be all right. This is sweet, and you can just go on. And now I'm finding that skip the juice too. You don't need that. Atavia Gold Star. Give yourself permission. Give yourself permission to skip that juice. So I'm going to say to you, if you really want that positive energy, you can sit down and write out something. I just told myself yesterday, as I'm using my lived experience, I am going to sit down and revise my schedule. I'm going to revise my schedule down to the little bitty of everything. I said some stuff is going to be left out. So I'm going to say to you, sit down, plan out your schedule during the day, and then you will figure out why are you so tired and how can you build up your positive energy? Because if you're out doing a lot, you need your positive energy. You need to look like you're shining. You're going to be shining. You're going to have this strength. You're going to have the energy to do all of the things that you want to do. You're going to be able to wake up. You're going to be able to wake up in the morning because I got a comment yesterday where a young lady had left me while I was doing my therapeutic rehearsal sessions, and I didn't, read the message correctly. I thought that she was saying to me that she is the best at what she can do. She can get up. She's ready. But then when I closed down my therapeutic rehearsal sessions yesterday, I read that she was saying, how can I get up? How can I get up and be my best? It's kind of hard for me to get up in the morning. And I'm going to say to you, if you're here, how you can do that. It's about maybe how you're going to bed at night, how you're closing out your day. Maybe it's something you maybe need to let go before you go to bed. Maybe it's something. Now I know for young people love their phones, they love social media. I have young ones, so I know, and I work with a lot of young people. They love their phones, they love social media, and even if they should be in the bed getting ready to build that positive energy up for the next morning, they're still like, they're still, on their phones. So I'm going to say, maybe it's the phone, maybe it's, you maybe need to let that go at a certain time and just plan for that and just say, you know what? I want to go to bed at 10. So I know that I maybe should prepare for going to bed. Give yourselves permission to prepare for going to bed at night. Give yourself permissions to do your self-care and self-love before you go to bed. Give yourselves permission to plan that out. Because if we don't, that could be why our positive energy is not all the way there in the mornings, or our positive energy is not leveled up during the day, and we're during the day we're wondering, why am I so tired? Why am I so tired? If we are busy, really busy people, I'm going to say, if we're really busy people, we really have to really plan out our schedule. We really have to have that book right there and say, oh, wait a minute, I gotta do this. I can't go do this right now. Oh, Mom, please, you need to meet me over here right now. Or maybe I want to go do this right now. I'm going to use this for a perfect example. We can't. I have to go do this. I have to go do that. And maybe there is something that you need to be doing, because I'm quite sure, I know you should be at practice right now. We shouldn't be going over here to the mall. That can wait till Saturday. Because you're going to need your positive energy, honey. This is what you're going to say as you've been an example to your baby or your kids or whoever it is that is wanting you to go do these things. You're going to say, maybe there is something that you could be doing, because I cannot drain my positive energy. I have things that I have to do. I have to be where I need to be, and I most definitely want my positive energy to be leveled up. I want the high the highest positive energy so you can look vibrant. You can look ready to go. You don't want to look tired in the morning. And look, I don't have my water today, but this smile is still bright. You want to look when people are looking at you, they're looking at you and they're saying, good morning. Because see, their positive energy, something just fell, but it's okay. Their positive energy is leveled up. When they're looking at you, they're doing this. Good morning. And then you're looking at them like, yeah, yeah, yeah. And then you're like, wow. Oh, wow. Maybe they're not, having a good so day. But, but maybe if you're leveled up and your smile is so bright, it's so contagious that it rubs off on them. And then they're like, I'm up in the morning and I'm feeling good. All of a sudden, I saw that beautiful smile. And it looks so positive energy and ready for the day. Then all of a sudden it's contagious. And I am just smiling all the way through my day. I'm smiling all the way through my day. I'm ready for my day. I am ready. My positive energy is there. I know how to keep my positive energy leveled up. I'm going to plan it out. I'm giving myself permission to do that. And speaking of positive energy, here is a perfect example. I'm looking over at my clock. It has no positive energy. It has stopped at some point, maybe this morning, right before 6, or yesterday. It couldn't have been 6 last night because my clock was working last night. So here's a perfect example. It has stopped. It has no positive energy. So I'm going to have to put, okay, it's saying 3:30. That is not the correct time. So I'm going to have to get me a new battery because I need that positive energy to be in my clock when I look over there, because it is now 6:57. And I want to say to you, that is the positive message for today. And I just also want to tell you, I will be back tomorrow morning for the positive message for today at 6:30 to 6:55 a.m. And see how it is important for me to stay on my schedule, because at 7 o'clock I have to get busy and move on to the next thing that is planned on my schedule for Monday morning. And then I want to say to you also, that if you're interested, tonight, I will be at my therapeutic rehearsal sessions. My therapeutic rehearsal sessions tonight, 6:30 or 7 p.m. to 9:30 or 10. And so now I am going to close out because I'm looking at this clock and seeing my positive energy is there. And I have to keep up with my schedule. And as I encourage you to do that for your positive energy, I'm going to go to the positive message that I want to leave you with right now. And where is that? Where is it? And I want to say to you, thank you so much for coming out to hang out with me today for the positive message for today. And I just want to do some thank yous. Thank you to YouTube for the platform. Thank you to the music producers that continue to produce these beautiful melodies and music. Thank you to the recording music engineers that mix and master all of my singles and albums. Thank you to the great ones, the legends and leaders that continue to pave the way for up and coming artists and all. And then I want to say, thank you to you. Thank you to you for coming over to hang out with me today for the positive message for today. And it's something that I cannot and I won't and I refuse. Thank you, God, for it is your love that inspires me to continue to do what I am doing each and every day, even right down to this very moment. So now I'm going to find my positive message, because look at me. But you know what? You are my viewers. You are my audience. You got up this morning to come here for me this morning. And so you know what? I am going to, if I'm a couple of minutes late, it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. I will get there because I want to leave you with this positive message. I want to leave you with this. And here it is. Here it is. So I'm going to turn on my light. Bring you close. Bring you close. Let's see. All of this right here are my babies. They are coming from me. I have to have my positive energy to keep all of this up during the day. And then I come back, I do the positive message for today in the mornings. Then my therapeutic rehearsal sessions. I am encouraging you to really sit down and plan out your day. Plan out your day so maybe that you can, keep your positive energy going so that you can do all of the things that you want to do for your day. And then I'm going to say, subscribe to my YouTube channel. Subscribe to my YouTube channel so that you may know when I'm uploading a video. You may know when I am uploading a video. And if you have subscribed to my YouTube channel already, I thank you so much for that. Like, share, and comment. Like, share, and comment. Share this video or this YouTube channel with someone who maybe can use this. You just never know who you may be helping out. And then I'm going to turn you back around and say, go over and tell somebody. Y'all better get over there to Book Me a Tavia Gold Star YouTube channel. She ain't doing something over there but encouraging us and inspiring us to be our greater and better selves. And she is, telling us about how we can get that positive energy. She's encouraging us on that. She's strengthening us. And I also want to say, tell them, rain or shine, she's going to be there. Rain or shine, consistently, she's going to be there. Have a safe and positive Monday. Positive love.
You know something you just cannot control. But I'm going to keep it positive.